All right, another build video. This one's another healer. We actually did the Shepherd. That's a Warden. This one's a Templar. All right. I'm going to get right down to it and jump right into what people want to know. We'll start with the equipment. What's this dude wearing? We got some beat up impregnable armor. So I run, this is a heavy build. 5-1-1. 5 heavy, 1 medium, 1 light. Impregnable you can get in any piece. So we put the medium here. We put the light on the belt. It's the best way to do it if you can. This is full sturdy across the board. Since we're using impregnable for the crit resist, it's all sturdy, every piece. We got a 2-piece blood spawn up top. Everything is tri-enchanted. Everything's tri-enchanted on the armor. For the jewelry, I didn't even touch the traits. It's 3 arcane, 3 magicka recovery. And this is Desert Rose here that we put in here. On the front bar, we got the other pieces to the Desert Rose. So as long as we're on here, we can get this magicka return. Now this build is made for non-CP. It's made for BGs. You could use it in CP too. I'm not going to do a CP thing here in the video. Another time, I may post it on the site. On Outcast site. If you're seeing it on YouTube, you can go there for more details. So yeah, full sturdy across this shield. I just saw this tonight. That needs to get changed. Doesn't really matter what my enchant here is too much. You don't really do too much here to proc it. I just throw on crown poisons because they fill up.
You son of a bitch.
They fill up my inventory. All right. So that's our 5 active, full-time impregnable, 5 on the sorting board. And then on the back bar, I started using this recently, and I like it. The Black Rose Perfected Resto. Pretty nice. You get magicka recovery while you're on this bar. But you're really on here in between stuff, heavy attacking, doing your other duties on this bar. Black Rose is actually really nice. I really like it. I'll probably use this with other healing builds because I like doing healing builds. I like support builds. This is dedicated healer. I'll give you a flex spot if you want to put something like Beam in there. I'll point that out. But you'll see why I have what I have. And then, yeah, infused, you want to get the magicka return here. All right. For more magicka. You'll be good on stam with this build. That's pretty easy to manage. They've only made it easier. I think Templar's overperforming a little, but whatever. Who cares, right? So, outfit. People always ask the outfit up front now that we're in an outfit meta. I'll just go through this real quick. All right, we got really just black and white there. I have General's Gold on the staff, but here's this if you want to see it. All right. All different pieces. All right, it's the mix and match challenge that we do. On the front bar, we got a Tong Mace, and there's our shield. What else does everyone ask? Oh, right. Ritual. Okay, we use the ritual. We are a vamp. I use Tri-Stat food. So that's it's a purple food. Max health, magicka, and stamina. You just want to get your max stats up pretty good. I have 44 magicka, 20 on health. I think I was testing this and it just worked. I just left it. The extra health is good. People will target you, and you're a tough target to take down. So if they do, you don't want to die, obviously, as the healer, and, it's pretty fierce. It can withstand a true beating. So let's go through the skills. We got Breath of Life. All right, this is your main heal. This is what you're healing with. This is pretty much your only heal. This is our flex spot, as I would call it. If you wanted to put something else in here, you could. Invigorating Drain. All right. You don't use it for the damage. You use it for the stun. You can let the stun hang as well and build ult, which is very good. When you have ult running on this guy, you're like a god. All right. You can't be killed then. And a lot of people really won't be around you. We have shards here as part of our support role. You're going to be chucking shards into the fight. You want to chuck them in front of your group members where they're traveling, lead them with the shards. You can toss them on top of people once they've started the fight and they're engaging, because they may CC break and need to pick these up or something. They may need to pick them up right from the get-go. Whatever, you want to keep these rolling through the fight. Pretty steady, too. This also now activates our passive for the minor protection, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they moved that into here, right? Yeah, gain minor protection for 3 seconds. So, I kind of like that. It makes you have to be a little useful type thing. Right here, Ritual. This is for Purify. You're going to end up using this a lot. Right now, we're in a heavy bleed type meta. But there's plenty of dots, plenty of effects that come in. Like, if you get in-capped, you want to Purify, and you may need to do it twice. Like, when you're in a fight, like, and you're taking a beating, you want to be kicking out Purifies as you can, as much as possible. And you always want to keep them around for your group members. Right here, we have Stalwart Guard. All right, get minor force here. That's whatever. The other one heals, or I'm sorry, doesn't heal. The other one gives you, I think, minor vitality. The other morph for this, is that right? Minor vitality, yeah. That's kind of cool or whatever. But I'm usually amping people's damage, so we give them the minor force, and then at the end, we have Barrier. I mainly have Barrier on. I do use it from time to time. It is better now. It has a heal over time with it. But this has its uses. Usually, a lot of times in Battlegrounds, like, teams, you got 3 teams. Teams wait for, like, one to hit the other. And if that happens to be my party, which it is a lot, you're just a healer. You're just following what your guys are doing. You'll see the third party waiting, and then they come in. And they're going to drop a bunch of Dawnbreakers and stuff together. You can rest ult then. Barrier's sometimes good. Sometimes you get blindsided yourself. You get knocked down. Your entire party does. You CC break. Boom, you pop a barrier. It's a good emergency heal for everybody if your group is sticking together. Otherwise, you just really keep it for the passive. All right, which is 10% more recovery, which is good. Alternatively, if you get Psijic, which I'm still leveling up, you could put that one in here just for the passive of minor protection full time. You would also get the Psijic passive to block. Those are not bad things to consider. Alternatively, again, you could put in Time Stop here to get that passive from Psijic for the block. Drain's really handy, especially when your teammates are not doing what they're supposed to do, which seems to happen, I'd say, at least 4 out of 5 games for me. Nobody CC stuff. It's insane. But this can also help take pressure off. For example, there's a Nightblade just unloading on somebody, and he's sitting there just not doing anything, right? You can save the guy by actually stunning them rather than dumping 3 Breath of Life in. You do 1 Breath of Life, turn and stun the guy, another Breath of Life, maybe you stun off another then. Stuff like that. I'll try to find matches with that, but I'm sure they won't be hard to find because I'm doing it all the time. On the back bar, we have Ward Ally. So this ward hits you, and it hits another person. The main reason we're using this is for the Black Rose staff, all right? So when you use Ward, you're going to get major vitality for you and them. So in these high-pressure moments, this is good. As you have more heals running, this is more and more useful, which makes this really nice. This is actually really nice. This isn't just mending, like major mending or something, for example, where, it's just increasing your heals. Like, you're hitting the target with vitality. So if he has vigor running, it's going to buff it, If someone else is healing him, it's going to buff it. Now, mind you, your stats for healing inside of BG, if you're really interested in having really high heal numbers, this one's probably going to have some of the lowest. And the reason being is because you're mitigating so much damage with this build. You're mitigating damage other people take with guard. It's less you have to heal. You're doing stuff like this. But the big thing here is when you put major vitality on somebody, it allows you, basically I'll explain why I kept using it and I liked it. A lot of times I'm on my back bar, heavy attack restoing things, right? And suddenly somebody gets hit to half health, right? I can quick ward ally, which gives them a little buffer shield. It's not much, but it applies the thing. Then I come over and I start hitting them with this. If I've just finished a heavy attack with resto as well, then we're going to also have major mending as well. So say I'm sitting there refilling my magic with a heavy attack. Suddenly a guy's hit. I already have major mending up. I immediately hit him with ward. Now he gets major vitality. So I'm going to heal for 25% more. He's going to receive for 25% more. Ultimately, your Breath of Life's hit really hard. What else we got here? Restoring Focus. This is just your general armor. I have the Stam version. This allows you to just block forever. Alright. I don't know why they buffed Templars. Here you go. Here's a gift. If you stand inside it, you get 50% more. Be mindful of that. When you pick nice locations, when you're going to be under extreme pressure and your party's getting hit, try to pick a place to dump this thing if you can use it. Usually I do it right against a wall where I'm going to be line of sighting back and forth, but I can still get this. Repentance, this just allows you to drain bodies. This will help fill up your stam and also heal. It heals for other people. If you just wiped a group and other people are attacking you, you can drain bodies and heal everyone. I also sprint a lot because over here with Mist, you get Major Expedition. A little trick with it. I use it like to get around stuff, but I don't have to do that much. I don't have to retreat much on this build. You stay in the thick of it and you can take it. Once you get the hang of it. And if you need to, like, I would honestly check some of my, I'll try to post maybe more videos of me playing this. But, I mean, every match you'd see that example. Like, I played it for all of today. So, if you need examples, I would watch. But a little trick with Mist is, like, you can just hit it and immediately cancel it. And you still get that Expedition. All right? You cancel it with block. Which a lot of people don't know. You're not traveling that fast right now. But you hit it, and then you can sprint it, right? So, the other good thing with this ward, again, look at my stamina. I'm holding block. You have 0 stam regen, except you have this skill now they gave Templars, so you are actually regenerating stamina. Paired up with Sturdy, it's pretty brutal. And then we have guard on here, so we can keep guard up full time on whoever. Back here we have Resto Ult, Light's Champion Morph. This also adds major force and major protection into the equation of major vitality, and we got major everything. All right, there's a lot of stuff going on, but this basically is mainly what you're using. This not only heals for a lot, but it also gives protection out to your party, and it usually spits around. You want to drop this, obviously when you're under real pressure, or if you see a team initiating, sometimes you want to drop it earlier. If you realize you have some real light targets on your team, you want to drop it a bit earlier. Like just as they're approaching and hitting your party. What else? I was gonna say something about Light's Champion. Oh yeah. So you're pretty much a beast when Light's Champion's up. You a lot of times when you pop Resto Ult, you want to heavy attack back all your Magicka, or at least some of it. The thing is, when you're heavy attacking with this and getting your Magicka back, and you complete that heavy attack, you get major mending with the Resto Ult, making the Resto Ult that much stronger. And remember, it's still kicking out major protection. If that target still needs extra healing, hit him with a ward. Then keep heavy attacking, get your Magicka back. He might need some people have needed the Resto Ult, the major vitality, and the Breath of Life spam behind it. But for the most part, this gives you a window to get your Magicka back and just keep rolling, okay? I forgot to tell you the race. It doesn't even matter. Templar is pretty strong. But we're running a high elf on this guy. He would do better as an Argonian, but, whatever. I made him a while ago. I'll probably change him to an Argonian. Oh, I forgot to mention with the mask. It's actually an Inferno facade. That's from the Crown store, okay? With the costume. Wow. We're going to get so many questions about the mask in the video. A lot of people don't make it this far unless they actually want to learn how to play the build. So, I think that's all the info for, like, skills, equipment, and stuff, right? Because then I can shoot to